What's going on, guys? So, let's talk about that Smash Bros. Direct. How about that freaking Smash Bros. Direct? I mean, holy crap. Holy freaking crap. That was amazing. I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know where to begin. There's so much to talk about. First off, the video's coming a little bit late. I know that. I got up real early this morning to watch it live, and then I spent most of the day with my girlfriend. I did rewatch it a few times just so I can get all the details and all the gist and everything. I actually just rewatched it before I made this video. That way I could give you guys my whole take on it. So yeah, anyways, a couple of things I predicted came true. I talked about how I was pretty sure there was going to be one new Nintendo fighter and one new third-party character, which there was. Not counting Echo Fighters, I wasn't really taking Echo Fighters into consideration when I made my predictions, but yeah, and there was one new one at the beginning and one new one at the end. I had said they would open up with a Nintendo character and close with a third party. It was actually reversed, so yeah. Let's talk about how they opened. Okay, Castlevania. Simon Belmont, he's here, he looks awesome. Like I said, I pretty much called it, and I was still shocked when I saw it. I was like, holy crap, they're really doing Simon Belmont. This is insanity. Not only that, not just Simon Belmont, but we're getting Richter Belmont too, as an Echo Fighter. And we're getting Dracula as a boss monster on the Castlevania stage that we're getting. And we're getting Alucard as the Assist Trophy based on his Symphony of the Night appearance. And 34 music tracks. This is insanity. It's insane what they're doing with Castlevania here. But you know what? I'm all for it. There's a difference. See, with third-party characters, for the most part, I feel like we should keep it like as strictly Nintendo as possible. But for certain third parties, they do deserve it. Simon Belmont, Richter Belmont, you know, they're very classic Nintendo. They got a lot of classic Nintendo history. Obviously, the originals were on NES, and Super Castlevania 4 on the Super Nintendo. That's where Simon Belmont, you know, those games where he originated from. He's the most iconic. Those games are the most iconic classic Castlevania games. That and Symphony of the Night. And so it makes sense that, you know, to do this, you know, and it's all the classic stuff, you know. It's not a lot of the modern or future stuff. It's not Lords of Shadow. It's the classic Nintendo history stuff, and I'm fine with that. That's the difference between something like this and something like Cloud. Cloud has no Nintendo history. Final Fantasy, I mean, the classics did have it, yes, but you know, not to the degree of Castlevania, I personally would say. And still no Cloud. The only game that really had featured Cloud was Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories on the Game Boy Advance, and he was a little cameo guest character in that. You know, not that Cloud doesn't play good. He is fun to play as a Smash, but when it comes to third parties, I prefer what they do, like with Simon Belmont. Get characters in there that are more Nintendo-like, that have more history with Nintendo. Don't just throw in characters because, oh, they're iconic video game, whatever, you know. It's like, you know, that's why I'm against putting someone like Crash in there, even though Crash would probably be fun in there, but I'd prefer him in a different game, more on a Sony system. That's just me. So, Simon Belmont, Richter Belmont, awesome choices. New Echo Fighters, Chrom and Dark Samus. That's awesome. I'm glad they're doing more of the Echo Fighters, just to give us more characters to use. They are slightly different than the regular ones. Dark Samus, I'm especially pumped for. Yes, Chrom should have been there in the last game over Lucina, in my opinion. But at the same time, that was like the only thing I really rolled my eyes at with this direct. I was just like, oh god, here we go, another Fire Emblem character, another clone Fire Emblem character, because Chrom is a clone. He's an Echo Fighter of Roy, which Roy and Marth were clones of each other back in Melee, and Ike was made to be a sort of different version of Roy. Then Lucina was sort of Echo Fighter of Marth. So when you really think about it, this exact play style that originated with Marth and Roy, there's now 5 Fire Emblem characters that play like that, play similar like that. That's getting a little bit excessive. I'm getting sick of like the Fire Emblem characters. The only really unique ones are Robin and Corrin, and I'm not a big fan of how they play, especially Corrin. I was never really a big fan of Corrin, but that's just me. So yeah, the fact they did Chrom, I'm just like, I mean, yeah, he should have been there, but another Fire Emblem clone. It's like the one thing I didn't really care for in the direct, but hey, I know a lot of people like it. He's a welcome addition. I'm personally more excited for Dark Samus. Dark Samus looks awesome. The fact that Metroid is getting more reps outside of just Samus. Yes, I know we have Zero Suit Samus, but still technically another version of the same character. I know they play completely differently. I'm just saying, like, character-wise, I want more characters, not just play styles. So the fact that we're getting both Ridley and Dark Samus, two distinct characters in the series, that's awesome. I'm really loving that. Then let's talk about some other stuff they talked about. The stages. There's 103 stages this time. That is insane. That is amazing. I love it. I love a lot of the stages they're bringing back. They're bringing back stuff like Fountain of Dreams, Saffron City, lots of good stages. The N64 stages, they're keeping strictly like the old style graphics for nostalgia, which is fine. But a lot of the like Melee and on, they're re-upping them. Like Fountain of Dreams looks so beautiful, looks so gorgeous. Can't wait to play on that again. That's gonna be awesome. So that's cool. But 103 stages, and here's the catch, or not the catch. The big thing is that you can do 8-player Smash on all of them. That is crazy. Imagine trying to do 8-player Smash on like a little tiny freaking thing, like Delfino Plaza or something. You know what I mean? Like, oh my god, that's insane. See, with the last game, they restricted 8-player Smash to certain stages that could kind of hold all the characters. Now they're just like, fuck it, add 8-player Smash on whatever you want. Not only that, each stage gets its own, of the 103 stages, they each get their own Battlefield version and Omega version, the Final Destination or whatever. So, and they pretty much said, when you do that, there's over 300 stages. That's insane. That is crazy. I can't wrap my head around this. I legit can't. But the big thing that really did it for me, morphing stages. The fact that you can take two stages, stack them together, and they randomize, they morph on top of one another, but in the middle of your match. That's so cool. I mean, that's such a neat feature. That's so cool. I like that a lot. That's just cool. I like that. That's gonna be a lot of fun. They talked about some other modes. The stamina mode's now a standard mode. When you go into main Smash mode, you actually select the rules first, which is actually kind of cool. I like that because in all the previous Smash games, it automatically sets it to time, which I've always been a stock guy. I play stock matches. Nothing against time. I mean, I do play time here and there, but stock matches are my go-to. So every time you go to the character, so now you gotta go all the way to the top, hit the thing, and choose it and change it to stock. Now you can just rules right there. That's awesome. I like that change. But then you select the stage next, and then the fighters are the last thing you select. That's kind of weird. They swap the stages and characters. I don't know. I don't know what to think about it. It's just kind of weird to me. They did stack all the stages in chronological order based on when they showed up in Smash, which is kind of weird to me as well. Same thing for the fighters. I guess the fighters screen is all in chronological order when they appeared. I kind of preferred it the old way when it was like by series, but again, who knows? They did say, of course, also with the fighters, you can stack Echo Fighters. So instead of displaying them on their own, you can stack them with their, like Peach and Daisy can be on the same thing. You swap it, but who wants to do that? You got to have all the fighters in their own thing. The Echo Fighters are still their own fighters. They're still their own fighters. They have differences. Dark Pit just does play slightly differently than Pit. Lucina plays slightly differently than Marth. They're their own fighters. You got to have their own space. Who wants to stack them? That's dumb, in my opinion. I mean, the option, it's cool with the options there. Some people might want to do it, but to me, I want the whole thing because I think it looks cool. But yeah, it's just that's awesome. You can also do 3 versus 3, kind of like some other fighting games. Things like what is it, Marvel vs. Capcom, Dragon Ball Fighters, so on and so forth. So you can each player can select 3 characters, and they can play as all 3 in the match. You can also do the same thing with 5 versus 5, so teams of 5. That's actually really cool. Tournament mode is back. You can do up to 36 combatants, and they can all be human players, which that's cool. That sounds like a great thing for parties and hangouts. And then there's a new one. I forgot what it was called, like Smashdom or something like that. I don't remember what it was called, but there's one that it's basically a mode where every match you play, those fighters will be eliminated, and you got to choose new ones. Which I love that because, you know how we all know people who they have like their 1 or 2 main characters, and that's all they play. Which I do too. Like I have my main characters, but at the same time, I still love to play. Like one of my main characters I've always had is Sheik. I've been a Sheik main since Brawl. A little bit with Melee, but mainly with Brawl. But at the same time, I still enjoy all the characters. I play as all the characters. Just what I like. It's if I have 60-something characters at my disposal, why limit myself to just 2? Why not enjoy them all, or as many as I can? So the fact of the matter, like I said, we all know those people who only will use 2 characters or something. This will kind of force them to be a little more, use a bit more variety, which I personally like. That looks like a really cool mode to switch it up a little bit. No pun intended. Yeah, and then it'll help you get used to the characters more, so that's cool. The music, what I like about it is the fact that before, each stage would have its own like music list basically, but now they've grouped it by series. So I can take a Wind Waker song and use it on a Twilight Princess Zelda stage, for example. Whereas before they were kind of stuck on their own stages. Now it's by series. I like that a lot. There's over 800 songs, over 900 if you count all the fanfare and the menus and stuff like that. That's also insane. Holy crap! I can't wait for them to release a soundtrack for it, because it's gonna be like a freaking, what's it gonna be, like a 20-disc set, like as long as the room. Like, I mean, it's just like, it's gonna be crazy. Oh my god! I wonder if they're gonna do a promotion for the soundtrack like they did the past games. But I don't know. That seems like something very, very expensive to manufacture, but at least to give away for free. They'll probably end up releasing a big soundtrack in Japan, oh wow, that's gonna be a big set. That's gonna be crazy. I still can't get over the 34 Castlevania tracks. 34 alone for the one Castlevania stage. That's just crazy. But I'm all for it. Like I said, I'm all for it. That's cool. Oh yeah, they talked about some new items. There's some cool new items. There's a banana that you shoot one big blast first, and then it becomes a banana peel. There's a couple other Death Scythe from Castlevania. The mushroom dude from Earthbound that whoever holds it, that reverses the opponent's controls. So that's gonna be really annoying. I'm trying to think what other items there were. There's a couple more Kid Icarus items. One dealt more damage. I think it's the staff does more damage when you fire from a further distance. Then there's the one, the Rage Blaster, where the more damage you have, the more effective it is. Some pretty cool items. And then more Pokemon and more assist trophies. The Pokemon, oh yes, they got my boy, Alolan Exeggutor. Oh yes, I love Alolan Exeggutor. He's so goofy and so awesome that they brought him in there. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, it's so cool. He's like as tall as they showed him on the Pilotwing stage, he's just sitting there, and then like fighters are climbing off him. Oh my god, that's so cool. That's so cool. I can't wait. And then Ditto. Ditto is one that I really like. That looks awesome. Ditto can actually clone the fighters. That's cool. I'm surprised they didn't think of that before. Like, I'm surprised it took them, like, was it 6 games now to do that. But hey, it looks awesome. Assist trophies, they look cool. A lot of fan favorites. You got Zero from Mega Man X, which is amazing. Knuckles, Crystal from Star Fox. So many good ones. One shocker was Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight is an assist trophy. That's cool that he's in there regardless. I do wish he was a character though. A playable character, I mean. But the fact that a big indie character like Shovel Knight is in Smash Brothers in general, that's crazy. That's insane. That's awesome. I'm all for it. But the moon. The moon has got to be my favorite. The moon from Majora's Mask. It just comes, hits the stage, boom! And it looks awesome. It looks so funny. Oh, the moon. You can't go wrong with the Majora's Mask moon. And then, I'm trying to think what else there was. Oh yeah, the Rathalos from Monster Hunter. This was out of left field as well, but again, it makes sense. It makes sense because Monster Hunter is really big on Nintendo systems over the past several years. So he's both a boss monster, I think, in the stage he's in, which looks like there was a Monster Hunter stage of sorts. Either that or it's for the mode that they won't talk about yet. As well as he's an assist trophy as well. That looks cool. That's very cool. Again, that's awesome. But yeah, then they talked about the menu a little bit. The menu looks cool. There's a lot of stuff they didn't show. They didn't show anything about like the stadium stuff. So there was no like sandbag, no break the targets, the trophies or anything like that. The amiibo stuff. They didn't talk about anything like that. They talked mainly about just the regular Smash mode stuff. But they showed off the menus. There's a little quick menu on the side that there's like notifications and other stuff you can do. And you can bring that up with the ZR button. That looks cool. But there's a mode that's blurred out, and I don't know. No one knows what it is, but I have a guess. It's what I've been saying all along. I think it's going to be like some sort of adventure campaign or mission mode. I think it's going to be something a bit more. I don't think it's going to be as big as like Subspace from Brawl was, but I think it's going to be a bit more fleshed out than the adventure mode from Melee. So like something in between, you know. So it'd be a decent chunk of a campaign, but not something as overly ambitious as Subspace. A good balance between the two, the adventure mode from Melee and Subspace. I think that's what it's going to be, but who knows? You know, I'm very curious to see what this mode is. Yeah, that was pretty much it, except for the ending. The ending was what really did it. Oh my god! As soon as they started showing the characters fighting all their villains, like Mario against Bowser, Link against Ganon. Or Ganondorf, I mean. You had the Kirby against like Meta Knight, and then like Samus against Ridley and stuff like that. And I heard the familiar music. I'm just like, they're doing it. They're doing it. And Donkey Kong and Diddy showed up in their treehouse, and then you see the shadow, but it turns out to be King Dedede. And I'm like, oh, you guys are trolling. But King K. Rool just slaps Dedede out of here. Oh my god, I was screaming. Oh my god. King Dedede, I've been wanting this since Brawl. You gotta think. Mario has his villain, Bowser. Link has Ganondorf. Kirby has King Dedede and Meta Knight, I guess, if you want to count it. You know, Pokemon has Mewtwo, you know. And now even Metroid has their villain. Metroid, Samus has Ridley now. And I guess Dark Samus as well, so she got two villains. So there's no excuse for DK not to have his villain, especially when he's the original Nintendo character, him and Mario. It's no excuse. So the fact that King K. Rool's there now, finally, it's a long time coming, and it's one I've been wanting for a long time. Honestly, my top three that I wanted Nintendo characters were in no particular order: King K. Rool, Springman, and Rex and Pyra. We got King K. Rool. I'm very happy. I'm very happy about Simon Belmont. I'm very happy about all the stuff they're doing. It looks cool. King K. Rool looks like he plays amazingly. The trailer was just perfect. It was perfect. His final smash is a throwback to Donkey Kong 64, which is, oh, that's my childhood. Oh, Donkey Kong 64, such a good game. He has the island that fires the beam, and that's destroying DK Isles. Oh my god, that's so cool. And I like how his everything bounces off his big fat ass, his big belly. That's just cool. He throws his crown at people. Oh my god, he looks so cool. He's based on a lot of his different designs. He's got the pirate, like with the musket and stuff from Donkey Kong Country 2, and oh, it's so cool. He's got the jetpack, and oh, it's gonna be so much fun. It's so much fun. They did confirm that there will be amiibos for all the new characters, including the Echo Fighters. So I cannot wait to add those to my collection when they come out. King K. Rool amiibo sounds amazing. It's probably gonna look amazing. I hope his belly's just solid gold. That's gonna be funny. But oh my god, this was awesome. I'm very happy that King K. Rool's in there. That is my favorite announcement from this direct. My favorite announcement from this direct is King K. Rool, most definitely. This like direct was like 99% amazing. I say 99% because the only thing that, like I said, left a sour taste in my mouth was just the Chrom thing. Again, no offense to Chrom, I like the character, but the fact that he's just another clone, a Fire Emblem clone at that, we need more series representation. Like they could have done Springman, Rexer Pyre, even like something else. Like why not like Isaac from Golden Sun? You know, if you wanted more JRPG characters, do something like that. You know, why does it always have to be Fire Emblem? Nintendo has more JRPGs than just Fire Emblem. You know, they do. So I feel like there could have been something else, and I'm getting a little bit sick of all the Fire Emblem fan service, but it is what it is. Like I said, he still looks cool. I like Roy, so I'm pretty sure I'll have fun playing as Crom. So you know, it is what it is. But other than that, I'm thoroughly pleased with everything. King Kuru. I know a lot of people are more psyched for Simon Belmont, and don't get me wrong, I am thrilled for Simon Belmont. But King Kuru has me pumped the most. That's yeah, the king is here. He's here. I can't wait. Can't wait. Part of me hopes that this paves the way for like, because now King Kuru's back. It's the first time he's been in a video game in a role outside of like a cameo or something. It's the first time he's been in a game in quite a few years. So part of me hopes that maybe they'll come out with a third Donkey Kong Country Returns with the Kremlings back. Hopefully, that I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too much into it. I can dream big, you know. I can dream big, but who knows? But I'm just glad he's there. He looks very fun. I cannot wait to try him. Oh, I'm so happy. So this was an amazing direct. Let me know what you guys think. What did you guys think of the direct? What are your favorite announcements in the direct? Who are you looking forward to playing as the most? You know, me personally, King Kuru all the way. That's like the first new fighter I'm going to be looking at when I pick up the game. So I can't wait. So, anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, I will catch you guys later.